All right, heat number 1 is going to be Andrew Thornton and Perry Gammon on the front row. Ignacio Adams, Edmund Jones on the second row. Kyle Gammon and Brandon Lively on the third row. Rusty Modesty and Ricky Wentworth have the fourth row. Terry DeGay, Kyle Martin rounding out the top 10. Preston DeMello will start 11th. Just waiting on two of the admins, Andrew Thornton and Edmund Jones, to grid. And there is Edmund in the cone car again. That won't be confusing for anybody. Yeah, Cortland's favorite. I cannot begin to tell you how close you got to hitting the cone car Friday night, Cortland. I have never seen anybody get that close and not hit him. And the week before, we'd actually had our first incident of the cone car getting hit during lane selection. So we were fully expecting the cone to go flying at some point. All right, pace car's going to lead him around one more time. And as I mentioned, this is our first time broadcasting from Hickory, so help us out here and cheer on your favorite driver. Green flag is in the air. They're down and away. Andrew Thornton gets a good start off into turn 1. Perry Gammon right there with him. They're spread out 3 wide on the back straightaway. Now they go single file through the field as Brandon Lively starts working his way forward. Andrew Thornton holding on to the lead for the moment, but here comes Edmund Jones. Edmund dropping. Oh, Andrew loses the back end. Edmund to the lead. Perry Gammon in second. Preston DeMello has crashed. See what happened to Preston. We saw what happened to Andrew. Let's see if the same thing happened to... Yep, DeMello just loses it off of turn 4. Looks like it's going to be a pretty consistent trouble spot here tonight. Meanwhile, Edmund Jones has opened up a gap on Ignacio Adams. Third place, Perry Gammon. Kyle Gammon in 4th. Brandon Lively in 5th. He's looking on the high side for 4th. Oh, we've got a big crash. Several cars involved. Brandon Lively just gets flipped over and over. 3 laps to go for Edmund Jones, and all the competition is way behind him. Rusty Modesty in second, 1.5 seconds back. Andrew Thornton in 3rd. Ricky Wentworth now in 4th. Kyle Martin 5th. Preston DeMello in 6th. We've still got cars stopped down on the apron, including points leader Brandon Lively, who has lost a lap. He's lost 2 laps, actually. With 2 laps to go, Edmund Jones is actually starting to get into a position to lap more cars, like Terry DeGay in 9th. White flag is in the air for the cone. And we've got a car around again. That's Kyle Martin. We've got a car bouncing off the wall. The cone barely avoids it. What in the world is happening here? Edmund Jones is going to come out of turn 4. Rusty Modesty almost ran him down there at the end, but Edmund Jones gets the win in heat number 1. Holy cow. What, They did a tandem drift into pit road, but man, what a wild race. All right, on to the warm-up. Cortland, I'm guessing you probably do regret not taking the outside on that last one, buddy. Alright, and if you guys haven't followed us yet on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, all the things, we actually have a website with all the links, htsai.net. And it has all of the relevant links to help you out. Now, I have to wonder, based on what we saw in that heat, what kind of craziness will we see in the feature? I mean, we saw people spinning right in front of the leaders, utter chaos in several places in the track. Obviously, race control, there will be yellows involved if those kind of incidents happen during the feature. But man, that was just crazy. All right, warm-up about to come to a close here. And we do have some special announcements during the mod race and the warm-ups and everything for the mod, so you'll want to stick around for that. A lot of really cool stuff coming up in the near future. Some fairly big announcements at that. And there we go, they're crashing in the middle of the track. And Brandon Lively manages to navigate through, but Jace Mungen currently the fastest. Brandon Lively, the points leader by just 3 points, is 6th fastest. All right, it's all said and done. It's time to go racing from Hickory. 40 laps around this track. Edmund Jones, Jason Blatz will start on the front row. Byron Bartlett, Ryan Bean on the second row. Michael Crafton and Jace Mungen on the third row. Rusty Modesty and Andrew Thornton on the fourth row. Ricky Wentworth and Preston DeMello rounding out the top 10. Ignacio Adams is 11th. Kyle Martin in 12th. 13th is Terry Duguay, Perry Gammon in 14th, Brandon Lively, the points leader, starting in 15th, and 16th is Kyle Gammon. Pace car is going to lead him around. I still find it hilarious Edmund is in the cone car tonight. That's pretty funny, Cortland. All right, pace car about to drop off. There goes the pace car, and the little bitty 34 Legends about to fire off. Green flag in the air, they're down and away. And wow. That outside, oh, we've got a big crash in the middle of 1 and 2. Caution is out. It looks like Terry Duguay had an off track, and that might have been where everything started at. Nope, Terry went off track trying to avoid the chaos that happened right in front of him. Ignacio Adams involved, Andrew Thornton, Ricky Wentworth. Off into turn one. Oh, Andrew Thornton loses it, catches several drivers, sends them up the hill. Rusty Modesty had nowhere to go. They started bouncing off of each other like a ping pong ball. Edmund Jones still has the lead. I just noticed Edmund Jones' dad, Ed Jones Sr., not in the field tonight. Looks like Ricky Wentworth has lost a lap already in that incident. Should get the 1 to green this time by. Yep, the lights are out on the pace car. They'll stack back up. This time Edmund Jones will control the restart. Does not have to wait for the green flag. Once the pace car's in and he's in the restart zone, he controls it. And there goes the pace car. Edmund waits, green flag in the air, they're down and away. And Byron Bartlett shoots up through on the bottom up to second place. Michael Crafton in third. Jason Blatt's battling for fourth, and they're going to try and make it 3 wide on the front stretch. A little bit of a bobble out of Michael Crafton and lost some momentum there, but staying in it. Caution's out. There's cars flying behind. And let's see what happens to Kyle Martin here. Oh, Kyle just blinks. Looks like Kyle Gammon is involved. There's Kyle on the bottom. Oh, he just drifts up, catches a small part on Ignacio, and there comes Kyle Martin. Tried to move up the track and avoid it, had nowhere left to go. Edmund Jones continues to lead. Byron Bartlett in second. Michael Crafton in third. Jason Blatch fourth. Ryan Bean is fifth. Preston DeMello is sixth. Points leader Brandon Lively is up to seventh. Jace Mungen is in eighth. Perry Gammon ninth. Rusty Modesty in 10th. Andrew Thornton, Terry DeGay, Ignacio Adams, Ricky Wentworth, and Kyle Martin rounding out the field. Interesting that Jace has dropped back several spots and Brandon has come flying up through the field. He did say he was not showing his hands in practice, but he had something for him in race trim. Lights should go out on the pace car this time by. Coming out of turn 4. This track only 0.363 of a mile, just over a third of a mile, 14 degrees of banking in turns 1 and 2, 12 degrees in 3 and 4. It is, the radius at both ends of the track is a little bit different. It is bumpy and rough out there. And even if the car's settled down, once you hit one of those little bumps, you could be going for a ride. And green flag is back in the air. Edmund is down and away. The battle is on for second. Right now, Crafton has it. Oh, they're 3 wide back mid-pack. 4 wide mid-pack. We haven't seen 4 wide racing in a while out of these guys, but they're all sending it here tonight. Jace Mungin has managed to move back up into 7th, but Brandon Lively is the man on the move. The points leader now up to 4th after starting in 15th. And he is looking for 30, snaps loose, collects the 7. Several cars involved, caution. And watch that inside. Brandon Lively just hits a bump wrong, snaps out, and catches Byron Bartlett. Ignacio Adams is caught. Kyle Martin is caught. Brandon was really on the move, had made his way up, was battling for 3rd place when he just lost the car. So the points leader, heavy damage. We'll see if he goes in and gets repairs. Currently being scored back in 12th. And he is going to pit road. Michael Crafton has taken the lead from Edmund Jones. Ryan Bean up to 2nd. Edmund now back in 3rd. Now the question is, once he repairs, can Brandon Lively come back through the field? He had gotten from 15th up to 4th in the course of less than 15 laps. Can he do it again? And Brandon Lively is back. No, he's back on pit road. Not sure what happened there. He's on his way off of pit road right now, but I do believe he has lost it's going to be close. Wait for scoring to update. It does look like he is going to maintain the tail end of the lead lap, so that'll put him back in 15th place. So now our points leader has to come all the way through the field, but second in points, Jace Mungin, currently in 5th. Remember, these guys, these 2 drivers are watching those points very closely this late in the season. Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air there, down and away. Jace Mungin, second in points. He is currently... Oh, there is some beating and banging on the bumpers mid-pack. Jace Mungin currently in 5th. Brandon Lively up to 14th now. And looking to pick up some more spots. Just needs to keep that car clean. It looks like he might be a little... might be struggling to get past a few of these guys. Meanwhile, Jace Mungin has made his way to 4th, while Michael Crafton has held the lead since the restart. Jace looking to the inside for 3rd. And here comes Jason Blatz for 4th. Last time by, Jace Mungin was the fastest. Remember, Jace was dominant early in the season. Oh, we've got a car spinning back behind. It's Preston DeMello. Caution is out. And it looks like Preston was just trying to pull down a little too much. And, oh, Brandon Lively gets caught in that, as well as Andrew Thornton, Terry Duguay, Kyle Martin. A lot of drivers caught in that one. And this is turning out to be a lot wilder than what I expected. Even watching practice, there's just a lot of guys using that bumper. There's a lot of guys door banging. It's definitely, these cars are lightweight. They're not exactly meant for banging into each other like these guys are doing, but apparently a bunch of guys watched Dale Earnhardt running at Bristol and trying to rattle each other's cages a little tonight. Might want to watch out, though. There might be a Terry Labonte guy out there that returns the favor. Byron Bartlett, the only driver, and Kyle Martin are the only 2 drivers to hit pit road. Brandon Lively manages to move up into 9th. Jace Mungen up to third. Michael Crafton, though, still has the lead. He gradually worked his way up there into the lead, and now nobody's been able to get back by him. And don't forget, during the practice of race number 2, we're going to have a few announcements during the mod practice, so you're definitely going to want to stick around for that. Big charity information here tonight as well, something very special to a lot of folks, so please make sure you tune in for that, hear about what their plan is and what they're going to be working on. In fact, we'll be talking to Preston DeMello about that. Lights are out on the pace car. Michael Crafton will control the restart as they come down out of turn 4. Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air. They're down and away. 12 to go at the line. Jace Mungen already looking for second. Can he make his way up? There's a lot of battling mid-pack. And it looks like they're trying to do 3 wide back behind, as Brandon Lively continues his march back toward the front. Brandon now up to 7th, but Jace in 2nd place looking for the lead. Michael Crafton keeps putting those... Oh, look at this! Jace down to the bottom. He drives it off into one extremely deep that time. Manages to make that car stick. Now through caution, Terry Duguay involved. And who's it going to be? I believe Jace Mungen will be scored with the lead. Oh, look at that. This is what I was talking about. A lot of these guys really leaning on each other for such lightweight cars. And Terry Duguay on the short end of that one. So Jace Mungen does have the lead. Michael Crafton in 2nd. Ryan Bean 3rd. Edmund Jones in 4th. Jason Blatz is 5th. And Rusty Modesty in 6th. Points leader Brandon Lively in 7th. Byron Bartlett 8th. Perry Gammon 9th. And Ricky Wentworth in 10th. Everybody getting lined up, getting ready for the restart. Jace Mungen, as of right now, would assume the points lead tonight. But Brandon Lively not far behind, currently in 7th place. And these points battles really tightening up tonight. Another points battle out there. Edmund Jones and Rusty Modesty just 6 points apart coming into tonight. Edmund in 4th, Rusty in 6th. Should be getting 1 to green here. Lights are out. Does Brandon have enough time left to get up there and battle for the lead? Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air. They're down and away. Jace gets a decent run into turn 1. Look at the battle back behind, though, as they're 3 wide at the back of the pack coming off turn 2. And they're battling side by side for the lead. They're leaning on each other as Michael Crafton tries to reclaim it. Crafton sends it off into 3. It looks like he's going to get it. Will Jace be able to pull a crossover here? Not yet. 2 to go. Caution. Oh no, Jason Blatz and Brandon Lively involved. Oh, Brandon had a run to the outside and just not enough room there. They get together. Jason Blatz ends up upside down. Brandon Lively gets going, but that's going to put him back at the tail end of the lead lap again. And Rusty Modesty had nowhere to go there. And we'll have to wait and see, because it looks like Brandon's right front might be a bit messed up. And he's missing a lot of body panel there, but it doesn't look like the right front wheel is cocked out like it looked at first. Nope, it looks pretty straight. All right, we will go to a green-white checkered here. Michael Crafton does reclaim the lead. Jace Mungen in second. Brandon Lively back in 10th. So the points as of right now will go to Jace. In addition, Edmund Jones and Rusty Modesty now right on the back bumper of Edmund Jones. If he can get by him here, he might be able to pick up a few points tonight. All right, side by side, getting ready for the restart. Michael Crafton to the inside, Jace Mungen on the outside. Remember, these two were leaning on each other when they were battling a few moments ago. Could that come into play again? Pace car's in, green flag is in the air. Michael gets a good jump. Jace in second, Ryan Bean still trying to get into this. Back behind, Rusty Modesty looking for position on Edmund Jones. As they come down, white flag is in the air for Michael Crafton, but Jace Mungen right there on the back bumper. And Ryan Bean is still in. Oh, look at this! Look at Jace try and find a way around. He doesn't have enough. Michael Crafton wins. Jace Mungen comes home second. Ryan Bean is third. Edmund Jones is fourth, Rusty Modesty fifth, Byron Bartlett sixth, Perry Gammon seventh, Andrew Thornton eighth, Ricky Wentworth ninth, and Brandon Lively comes home in 10th. And what a wild finish. Let's see if we can get our third place finisher on his radio. Hey, Ryan, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir. What's up?
Hey, man. Congratulations on that third place finish, but I have to ask, on that last lap, right after the white flag, the two guys in front of you started getting a little bit sketchy. Did you think you were about to sneak away with one?
Man, that was my only hope. I didn't have a fast car, but I knew they did, and I was hoping maybe both their quickness would hurt each other, and I'd be able to sneak away with one. But man, they're two good racers, and they know what they're doing, so they kept it clean.
Well, they definitely did, but you managed to survive tonight, which seemed to be quite a thing. You started in fourth. You actually dropped back a little bit early, but then just came flying back through.
Yeah, outside line was really rough tonight, but luckily I was able to get on the bottom line, and then I think that's when I got up to second. And from then on, the setup started to come alive a little bit, and I started to get a little more confident in the setup, and like I said, with these two quick guys in front of me, I'll take a third all day.
Well, congratulations, man. That was a great finish.
Thank you.
All right, let's see if we can get a hold of Jace. Hey, Jace, this is Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Doug.
Hey, man. First off, congratulations. That last couple of laps, it looked like you might get something out of it, but he just barely held you off.
Yeah, it was a great late race to the finish. I think I had the fastest car all night, but yeah, I wasn't in a must-need situation to catch him lively in points, so I just didn't push the situation.
Well, speaking of catching lively, he ended up finishing in 10th. My math says you have the points lead now, so that's got to be a great thing going into the last race or two.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's also nice not having Neo Well, so if I would have won today, I would have got Neo Well for the next race. So, yeah, I'll definitely take that points gain.
Well, congratulations, man. Coming away with the points lead's got to be awesome, and a second place finish.
Yeah, it is great.
All right, congrats, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, let's see if we can find Michael Crafton. Hey, Michael, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
That last couple laps, man, that was pretty wild.
Yeah, it got pretty intense towards the end there.
You guys had quite a battle for the lead, but once you got out there, you made it really, really hard, and that tiny little car looked like it was taking up the whole track for a bit.
Yeah, I was just trying my best to hit my marks and just try not to mess up. I was super, super loose. I threw the setup together in the 15 minutes we had, and I just made it too loose. But I knew he was fast and he was coming, so I just knew I had to not give him a single inch. But, I mean, we had a real good battle. It was fun. It was clean, and that's all that matters.
Well, man, congratulations. I do believe it's your first win of the season as well, so congrats on that, too.
Thank you.
All right, man. Have a great night, buddy.
You too.
All right. Well, we will be back here shortly with the mods here at Hickory, and that promises to be just as wild as this one, just as much fun, so don't go anywhere. Stick around. We'll be back here in just a bit with the tour mods.